I'm really excited today to be able to talk about our meta of the month. I really like that idea, the meta of the month. And the meta of the month today is around labeling or not labeling students. So I thought that I would start with building a little bit of background information. Katie, please jump in and pose questions whenever you like as well. And we're off and we're rolling. So this meta is a little bit more confusing than some of the other ones are, because this one has a negative effect, a negative 0.61. Wow, that is huge. And for all of you who know a whole lot about the Visible Learning Database, you know that only about 5% of all of those influences that Professor Hattie has identified, about 322 of them, I think at this point, only about 5% of them actually have a negative effect. In other words, that they can cause a reversal of learning. Negative 0.61. That is just huge. And just to be able to give a little bit of scale or a little bit of comparison to it, let's think back about an event that has also had a negative effect on learning. And that was the extended COVID crisis, shutdowns, and so on. Let's put it in perspective. COVID overall has had a negative effect of negative 0.19, labeling students negative 0.61. It's the biggest one that's there, the largest one by far. And here's the thing that we have actual control over. We didn't have a lot of control over things like a pandemic, right? But we have some control, we have some influence over this. So let's dig down around what it is that we mean by labeling and not labeling. And then I'd like to talk about what are some strategies that you may consider using at the individual level with an individual student, at the classroom level, and at the school level. So here's something to consider. We label things. That's what it is that we do. And we don't just label things in terms of a noun, but we also often qualify what that noun is. So here's a noun: chair. I have 3 chairs in my office. Those are labels. Chair is a label. But I evaluate some of those labels. I have a comfortable chair. That's an evaluation. That's my comfortable chair. It turns out that as human beings, we tend to label lots of different things with different qualifiers and so on.